I ain't working a job ever again. This can't be life. This not gonna be my life. This is not gonna be my life. Like, if I'm not happy, why should I put myself through that? I refuse to continue to do things that just don't make me happy. I'm not doing that to myself anymore. The reason why I quit my job is because I went on maternity leave. It's because I didn't work that job. Because I wasn't at that job for a certain number of months, they could not give me maternity leave. Essentially, I had to quit the job. I quit my job January of this year and gave birth to my daughter February. While I was on this, maternity leave, this is the best case scenario for me to just sit in these feelings and figure out what is it truly that I want. Maternity leave essentially turned into, I don't want to do this anymore. It became real for me once I received the email from my old boss. He was like, heads up, there's an opening. If you would like to return back to your job, definitely do so at your earliest convenience. First time in a long time, got really, real honest with myself. What is it that I truly want? What is it that I need? And then honor that. Me and my husband already sat and discussed this. It was like, no, we're not sending our daughter off to a daycare. The first time we did that was with our son, where it was COVID, where we were able to literally be with him and then be able to see every stage of his growth. We want that same situation with our daughter. My husband is able to work from home. We have such a fortunate situation. It'd be a shame for me to just essentially throw that all away just to and jump and skip right back into society where I truly feel, don't feel happy. That situation for everyone to be here with my daughter, to witness every stage of her life, to be able to not have to worry about her getting sick at daycare, and see my son off to school, not have to worry about miserable coworkers, daunting deadlines. And if I don't have to go back into that, why should I? Why should I force myself to just do something I don't want to do? And why have I allowed that to happen for so long? It's the type of conditioning that you truly need to unlearn if you want to set yourself free, and that's something that I'm willing to do. I've had 9 jobs. Ever since the day I graduated college in 2020 to 2025, I've had 9 jobs. Maybe the first one to tell you that they're all the same. I truly feel like deep down inside, life is all about testing things out, figuring things out, seeing what fits. And I truly deep down inside wanted to just do this it's as if I just wanted to do some type of experiment with myself. I just wanted to truly see if they were all the same. From dropping off packages at Amazon, to working in a cubicle, to essentially helping someone out in a retail shop. I truly have had them all. And I'm here to tell you that they're all the same. It does not get better. For me, it did not get better. They're all the same. I wanted to see if it was me or is it the job. And it was like, girl, it's the job. Like, you're just not happy. You're just not happy doing these things. And it's funny because 9 is the number of completion. Once I quit this 9th job earlier this year, I told myself, like, this is it. Like, I refuse to keep doing this. I truly believe what I went through was destiny. What I went through was essentially inevitable. I just finished out my Saturn return. And if y'all don't know what a Saturn return is, don't worry, I'll go ahead and put the definition here in this video. What I feel what a Saturn return is, a Saturn return is literally life knocking on your door and asking you, hey, so you know that thing that you decide to ignore and bury deep down inside you? Yeah, are you willing to revisit it again? No? Okay, well, let me go ahead and throw everything at you. until you do listen to it, until you do face that shadow self, that side of you that you want to keep hidden and don't want to face. Let me keep throwing people, situations, and scenarios at you until you listen. It's like, oh, are you listening? Are you willing to face it, or are you going to continue to ignore it? Ignore the writing on the wall, ignore these feelings deep down inside you. And it's like, don't worry, if you do actually successfully ignore it, don't worry. A second Saturn return will come. And if you live that long, a third one will happen until you get it, until you listen, until you truly honor what it is that you're continuing to neglect. And my Saturn return, my Saturn is in Pisces within the 5th house. My theme was realizing what I truly want, being honest with myself and my feelings. It's time for me to listen to my feelings, my wants, my needs, listen to my intuition. What brings me joy? What truly makes me happy? I want to try voice acting. I actually want to get into UGC. I want to be reviews and testimonials on a brand or company's behalf, essentially because I had this thing of like always putting people on. So it just, hey, that comes naturally to me. Reviewing things, trying things out, telling people about my experience. That comes naturally to me. I would love to get paid to do that. So I've been exploring that. I would like to get into voice acting because essentially that forces me out of my comfort zone. I wrote a book. I wrote a book about my experience, my life, just to help anybody else who's also having trouble on their journey. I would love to just do things. I like to explore and find things that brings me excitement. Like it's something that truly I look forward to every day when I wake up. In order to find that, I have to be willing to go deep with myself. I have this knack and calling to want to, do readings for people. But if I truly can't go deep with myself, how can I go deep with others? How do I feel? Sitting with those feelings. Don't run from it. Don't try to intellectualize it. I'm the type of person that knows things. I have this deep intuitive knowing that I was born with. But it's more than just knowing how you feel. It's more than just being able to identify what it is that someone feels or identify what I feel. It's deeper than that. It's truly sitting in that. I can understand where it stems from, and I can say all day, oh, it stems from childhood. It stems from this when this happened. It stemmed from that. But am I truly sitting with that feeling, and how does that make me feel? Understanding that because I am unable to let it go, it continues to show up in every moment of my life. Because I don't let go, because I can't seem to let go what happened to me in my childhood, I seem to meet people and situations that reflect that in my life because I'm unable to let it go. For example, I don't like the way I didn't like the way my step-parents made me feel. And because I'm unwilling to let that go, it expresses and shows up in my job. I now have managers and bosses who treat me how my parents treat me because I'm unable to truly let it go. I realize if I truly want to be well, if I truly want to live a great life, I have to let those things go, or else it's going to continue to show up in multiple areas of my life until I make peace with it. I'm essentially going to keep attracting those type of people, those type of situations until I face those feelings. I face how it made me feel. Stand up for myself and say, I'm no longer going to put myself in these situations. I'm an adult now. I can speak up. I have choices. If I don't like these situations, I'm not going to stick in them. Even though that's what was told to me as a child, that you suck it up and you stay in uncomfortable situations. It's like, I'm an adult now, I can make my choices. That's no longer the excuse. Oh, well, that's something that I was told. I'm tired of that excuse, because and the reason why I'm truly tired of that excuse is because it's an excuse that my parents keep saying to themselves. I keep telling them that they need to be better. And they keep saying, oh, well, it's how I am. Because, I didn't know any better. That's something that, was told to me that we had to do. And it's just like, but why? It's like, if you're aware of that, why continue to make it as an excuse? If you realize, you didn't like how you were treated, if you didn't like those type of situations, why continue to pass it down to your children? Why continue to move in that energy when it no longer serves you? It never was yours to even keep. So why do you continue to carry that with you? I have the type of family that only cared about school and work and career. That was it. I had the type of family that will essentially ask how you're doing, hoping that hoping that all you say is okay. Like, they truly just only ask you how you're doing just to essentially cross that off their list, that, hey, like going through the motion. Like, oh, I asked them how they're doing. I did my job. That's it. Like, hoping that you don't answer honestly because they're unwilling to go that deep with you. Because essentially, how can they go deep with you if they haven't gone that deep with yourself? It's just extremely surface level, and it's extremely, like, it's tiring. I'm tired of just surface level relationships. I'm tired of family members who truly essentially don't care about you. Like, oh, what do you mean you're trying to find your life purpose? What do you mean you're trying to find meaning in your life? Like, you better purpose this degree. Your purpose better be this 9 to 5 in this career. And truly, they can't even support you or be there for you because they haven't done that with themselves. How can they do something with you if they haven't done that with themselves? It's very exhausting, and it's disappointing. And it just feels like I've been going through life without any type of seasoning, any type of color. I just feel like I've been starved of anything deep and meaningful. And I realized that by highlighting that, by making myself aware of it, I truly have started the process of truly just undoing and unweaving the thread that has been planted in me since birth, since before I was born. Feels like those before me, it feels like they truly only did things because they feel like that's what they're supposed to do, instead of really truly checking in and wonder, like, is this what you want? Like, you're more than your accomplishments. You're so much more than what you accomplish. Like, I've noticed, like, people and family members, like, they see my healing energy. They see this, that I'm more than what meets the eye. I'm more than the surface. There's more to me than just the surface. And I always feel like people come to me for their problems. They see this strength and don't care that there's more to me. They just simply just want to get something from me. They feel like, I'm supposed to take care of things and do all these things for them. And so people always make me feel like I have to be the bigger person. I have to be the strong person because of I seem so put together on the surface. Not knowing or caring that I'm going through stuff too. That I have my own shit that I deal with. I don't want to always have to deal with other people's stuff, and I shouldn't have to always have to be the bigger person, be the understanding person. It just feels so disappointing, is that you can see my light. You can see I'm such an old and wise soul, but instead of handling with care, you choose to exploit me. You choose to exploit that. I may be this healing person. I may be this wise and understanding person, but what I won't continue to accept is disrespect. I'm aware of why you do things, But that's not going to mean that I should give you a pass to continue to disrespect me and to continue to misunderstand, purposely misunderstand me and continue to act all oblivious to see what's going on. Life would be so much different if my parents and my family actually did the inner work. I truly know that if I want things to be different for me and my children, I have to have moments like this with myself. If I were to go to my mom and truly tell her how I feel, go deep with her and be like, hey, let's sit in this uncomfortable feeling together, the first thing her mind goes to is, oh, I failed as a mother. And it's like, why are you making things about you? I'm telling you how I feel. I'm telling you what I want moving forward for myself and what I want and what I expect to have in our relationship moving forward. And all you can think of is that you failed. Life would be so different if she truly honored herself and if she truly see life like an adventure, trial and error. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to continue to try to figure things out. But the best thing you can ever do for yourself is essentially try. Take that first step. And if you make a mistake, oh well, learn from it. But if you continue to victimize yourself, you're going to continue just sitting in that space instead of freeing yourself and understanding that if you don't learn from this, you're going to just sit and just feel all woe is me, sorry for yourself, instead of truly tackling it. Again, making another excuse for yourself. Why continue doing that? She'll say things like, I never really saw you as someone who just sits in a cubicle. I always saw much more for you. If that's the truth, if you saw so much more for me, if you saw that I'm more, there's more to life for me. There's more life out there for me. There's more things out there for me to explore, that I shouldn't just confine myself to a cubicle. Wouldn't that mean that you also saw that for yourself as well? If I'm 50% you and you see that in me, doesn't that mean that there's a part of you that also feels that way about you too? Honor your truth. Sit in your truth. And it's like, if you saw that for yourself and you saw that for me, why are we continuing to bring the narrative that what's all to life is that you go get your degree and you go to a 9-to-5? Like, why are we continuing this? If you know that this is not meant for me, which in turn not meant for you either, why are we continuing to move in this direction of you go to school, you get your degree, and you go work a 9-to-5? Why aren't you pouring supportive energy my way to want to achieve my dreams? Why aren't you pouring that energy into yourself, that confident energy into yourself to go after what you truly want? Why are you continuing to attract people who make you doubt yourself, feel bad about yourself, question yourself, ignoring your intuition? Why are we continuing to do things that are bad for us when we know this is not what we want? And why aren't we holding ourselves and others accountable? Why don't we have high expectations for ourselves and telling others to meet that? Why are we not calling people out? Why are we allowing them to get away with shit? Like, why do we continue to do that? There are so many things that my mother and a lot of people, family members, have allowed people to get away with. There's a lot of things that are just not okay. And there's a lot of things that I will no longer allow to happen to me or my children. There's a lot of things that I will not allow in my marriage because of what I've seen in my childhood and what I've experienced. Because there's a lot of things, because of what I went through, I now know what I do not want to continue. It's that easy. I have a father that cares about appearance. My mother cares about appearances too, But my father truly lives and breathes in the idea of keeping up with the Joneses and keeping up with the parents. My mom is like that too, but he thrives in that, like keeping up with the idea of being there and being supportive or being a good father without truly being a good father and truly knowing what that means. The reason why he is how he is because everybody around him does not hold him accountable. Everybody around him essentially enables him. Okay, I don't care if you send money to your child. It is not okay to see your child only 7 times out of a year. I don't care what anybody says. That is truly unacceptable. And anybody that allows that needs to be questioned, because it's just like, why would you allow your child to be neglected that way? Why would you condition your child? Why would you instill in your child that it's okay for someone to be in and out your life as long as they send money? How harmful that is to tell a little Black girl that it's okay for someone to be in and out your life as long as they send you money. Whatever you show and tell your child is okay, is translate in how and what they choose to continue to accept and allow in their adulthood. My father is the type of person that will keep you at arm's length. Like, don't get too close. Don't go deeper with me. Don't see the insecurities. I don't want you to see. I'm afraid for you to see the true me. The me underneath all the PhDs and the accolades and the house and the whatever. I don't want you to see past what I have here on the surface. I will abandon you before you can have the chance to abandon me. I don't want you to see that I have nothing but insecurities. I will go ahead and be a high achiever, so all you can see is my success. You'll never see that deep down inside, I truly fear abandonment. That's my father. And honestly, you can't lie to me. Maybe they can't see it, or maybe it's just that they can't come to terms with the truth, but you can't lie to me. I know what unhappiness looks like. I know what it looks like to be truly happy, and I know what it looks like to be unhappy. At first, I used to be so upset and so angry, over here beating myself up, wondering, why the hell would my soul choose these parents? Why would my soul choose this family? But now I get it. I truly get why my soul chose these people as to be my parents, and I see why my soul chose the type of family members that I've chosen. And I truly believe it's because my soul came into this life to understand that there's more to life than money and materialistic things. My parents both have the marriage, they have the career, they have the big $2 million house, they have the cars, they have the children, they have the dog, whatever. Like, very cookie cutter shit, like boom, boom, boom. On a societal scale, they've made it in life. They're successful. But like I said, you can't lie to me. I'm a psychic seer. I see shit. Like, they're not truly happy. They're not truly happy. If they were happy, they wouldn't have treated me that way. They wouldn't have said those things to me that have hurt me. They wouldn't have done things that have deeply hurt me. Someone who's truly happy does not treat someone like that. My family, they're not okay. I don't care what you say to sleep better at night. I know the truth. Someone who's truly happy treat themselves like the king and queen that they are, and treat others exactly how they treat themselves. How you feel on internal reflects. It truly is that simple, and it truly is that easy, and we just make it so much more harder than it has to be. Truly happy, you would treat everybody and yourself with respect. You would honor them just like how you would honor yourself and respect yourself. You're not mean, you're not nasty, you don't project bad things. you speak lovingly, like how you would want to speak to yourself. I hope you're speaking to yourself lovingly. I hope you're not telling yourself that you're stupid or that, you don't have great ideas and just talking down yourself. I truly hope you're speaking life into yourself, because you deserve that. And if you're not speaking life to yourself, then I bet you're the type person that's going to go around spreading negativity and gossip and just getting into messy stuff. Deal with your own mess first. Before trying to be in anybody else's business, deal with this first. Deal with whatever shadow stuff that you've been ignoring and bearing deep down inside. Sit with yourself first before you can just go out there and mess and mingle and into everybody else's business. I'm tired of surface level combos. I'm honestly, truly sick and tired of it. There's so much unresolved trauma. There's so much things inside that we're just not willing to touch because it seems so scary. It seems so daunting. It seems so uncomfortable. Why is that the excuse? I'm a little upset because all this work, all this undoing, all this sitting with me, all this stepping into my truth, all this was me. No therapist, no family members, no friends, no parents. This is all me. The wise little 5-year-old. The one that was always an old soul. Always a light. All this is kudos to me. All the life that I have right now, that's me. And because it's not the accolades, because it's not the 6 degrees and the 9 to 5, because it doesn't look like that, I'm not going to get my props. I'm not going to get my kudos or congratulations, because it's inner work. It's not going to be congratulated by others who truly don't see the benefit of doing the inner work. I'm truly tired of people wanting my essence without truly getting to know and understand me. People see, again, this healing ability, this light, without truly knowing what I went through to get there. I don't allow myself to feel things. And I want to honor my wants and needs. If I require depth with others, then I truly know that means I need to accept the depth with me. I need to be willing to go deep with me. If I want to go deep with others, I know that it starts with me. And that's me knowing that I have to be honest. There's traits I've gotten from my parents and family of wanting to be surface level, not wanting to go deep with others. Truly comes from childhood. Everybody keeping each other at arm's length. A fear of being seen, a fear of putting yourself out there, the fear of wanting more, the fear of everything going to be okay, the fear of success. Because we're so used to things not being okay, and we wallow in it, and we tell ourselves this is all we are reduced to. There's nothing more to us. There's nothing more to life. This is all we are reduced to. We shouldn't want to achieve more. We shouldn't want to expect more from others or expect more out of life. We're just reduced to just settling for crumbs. It's a sad way to think. Be too sad, because I know that this is just part of life. This is what my soul came here to do. To be reminded that there is more to life than just money and materialism. We should strive for wanting more, wanting better. And I chose certain people in my life so they can trigger me in the right way, so that I can remember what I'm placed on this earth to do. I am more than just my appearance. I'm more than the color of my skin. I'm more than just being a woman. I'm more than what I can do for others. I'm more than that. And just my appearance, I'm more than my body. There's more to me than what you see on the surface. Like, don't you truly want to get to know me? I'm more than what I can do for others. Like, do you know that I can see the future? Like, do you know that I can see spirits? Do you know that I'm otherworldly? I have these abilities that are otherworldly. I can communicate to spirits. I can see spirit. I have these insane, incredibly insane powers. I have the ability to essentially see what it is, you know, the entities that plague people and prevent them from moving forward in their life. I have the ability to see and do that. Like, do you know that? 7 years ago, I touched my first tarot deck and it was as if like my powers got ignited. Like I was doing a cute little candle ceremony with a family member. Like it ignited some type of exorcism, like a boom, an exorcism happened. I intuitively knew what to do, as if I was doing this in my past life. Like it was a no-brainer. I knew exactly what to do to handle myself in that situation. There's things that I do every day that continue to amaze myself. And it just would be a shame to just reduce myself to when I present myself. I'm so much more than that. There's so much more to me than the surface. For days, even for weeks, for months, let's be real. Deep down inside, like I know I can do more. I know I can push and see and feel like everything about me just felt blocked, felt limited. My powers, life, I just felt so stagnant. And I was over here racking my brain wondering why do I feel this? Like, why do I have this stuck feeling? And I truly understand that it's so true. It's so true what they say, that life, God, spirit, they will truly stop you in your tracks. They truly will put everything around you, even your life, on pause until you sit and listen, until you truly see and understand what is it that they're trying to get you to see. It's so funny because spirit is like, girl, I know you can see the future. Girl, we know what you can do. Everyone, your whole team will literally block your powers. They will truly, if they can give it to you, they can truly take that shit away from you. They're like, we know you can see into the future. We know that you can see things, but we're gonna make sure you can. For a while, they made sure that I couldn't truly see past a certain point, or I couldn't truly see certain things. And it's funny because I know for a fact that when I would go to other people to get readings done, I know for a fact that they would limit people from telling me something, because my problem is that I intellectualize everything, and I'm the type that will just go through the motion without truly understanding what it is that I'm going through. To be frank with you, everything that I set my mind and eye to, I will achieve. Anything that I place my energy towards, I will achieve. I realized what my spiritual team was trying to get me to see and understand is that they just did not want me to just go through life achieving things and acquiring things until I truly conquered and let go of those things that no longer serve me. They're like, we refuse. They're telling me we refuse to have you enter in the next chapter of your life or bring these good things in your life without you letting go of the things that no longer serve you. It's like we refuse to put all these things on your plate. Make room for it. How can we bring these things into your life if you don't truly appreciate it? And the reason why I'm not appreciating all these blessings and all these good things is because I haven't dealt with the baggage. I haven't dealt with the things that have been weighing heavily on my heart. It was an unending cycle of feeling like I'm not deserving of these things. of not validating myself because I wasn't getting it from my childhood or teachers or mentors. It's like, enough is enough. They're like, no, we're not going to let you be able to see and hop skip through life and move forward until you've dealt with that. Because it's like, why would they, it's like our team, they love us. God loves us. It's like they truly want us. They want me to be happy. And for me to achieve true happiness would require me to finally let stuff go. Fall into the same trap that your parents are. It's like you're going to fall into the same cycle as your parents. You're going to end up doing the same thing as your parents. Continue to go through life, achieving and acquiring these things in order to fill the void deep down inside. And it's like, with me, we're not doing that. We're not continuing the cycle. If you're telling God, if you're telling Spirit, if you're telling people that you want to end generational curses, you want to do things differently from the one before you, it requires moments like this. So, noted, duly noted. It's time to clean house. It's time to do away with the things that no longer serve me. It's time to validate myself. It's time to honor my wants and needs. The thing about adulthood is that we need to hold ourselves accountable. Yes, the reason why we do things stems from childhood, but we have to truly identify what it is that we're continuing to accept and what it is that we continue to allow and let linger in adulthood. Because to give you a great example, it's like, yes, in childhood, I didn't feel emotionally secure. I always felt like there was a wall up. I never felt like the space and environment I grew up in never felt safe or comfortable. I never felt comfortable enough to say how I feel. And I always knew that if I said how I feel, it would never be honored. It would never be heard. Okay, we know that. But what is it that you're continuing to do now in adulthood? Oh, that's the truth. But what are you doing in adulthood to fix that? To make sure it does not continue to reflect in your relationships, in your friendships, and so on and so forth. That's one thing that a lot of people get stuck on. And I can attest to that. Like, I continue to punish myself in a way. I continue to be hard on myself. I'm hard on myself. I badger myself. It's like, I'm not gentle. I'm not kind. I'm a perfectionist. Like, see what it's doing to yourself. To live in the present moment because of that. I'm not truly willing to go deep with my husband or wanting to go deep with anybody else. I created a wall. I'm afraid to be seen. I'm afraid to put myself out there. Feel guilty for wanting more. I guess it's a way of letting yourself down, but it's like, I truly need to understand that, yeah, that has happened to you, but now you're doing it to yourself. Eventually you end up having that realization that you're holding on to things that wasn't even yours to hold on to. Whatever it is that I'm feeling, it's nothing new. It's what the people before me have felt. Whatever I've gone through is nothing new. It's things that the people before me have gone through. It's something that continues to grow and fester in the lineage and the bloodline because we're unwilling to look at it. We're unwilling to uncover it. We're unwilling to make peace with it. If I truly want things to be better, if I truly want better, if I want things to be different, then I have to stop treating myself how others treated me. I'm holding on to their anger. I'm holding on to their projection. I'm holding on to their insecurity. I'm holding on to situations that were bigger than me, that had nothing to do with me. How people wanted to dim my light. It's like, hey, that's a you problem. I'm going to be here in my light and in my greatness. How do you feel about it is none of my business. How can I take whatever people do personal when it's like it really has nothing to do with me? If I know who I am, if I know what I'm about, if I know what I can do, why should I allow anybody's projections to penetrate what I got going on here? If I am angry, it's like, okay, maybe there's a small part of you that questions yourself or doubts yourself. That's why it's so important for me to work on me. So when anybody tries to send whatever they try to send, I can be like, yeah, no, thank you. Thanks, but no thanks. Y'all not about to undo this temple. Y'all not about to undo this amazing work that I've done. Y'all not about to try to, you know, it's funny because they can't unless you allow. People can't infiltrate what you got going on unless you allow, unless you invite them in. Hey, people can't take your power unless you give up your power. So I used to feel so much worry, so much fear around making that decision to be like, you know, enough is enough. I want to find and search and travel and just explore until my heart's content. You know, that used to scare me to no end because it's like, well, what does that look like? Am I even going to achieve it? What if I fail? But it's like now I truly get it. I truly understand that it truly requires having blind faith and trust and self and intuition and God and your spiritual team, and it truly means to just enjoying the journey, enjoying you've already accomplished, looking at where you are and seeing how far you've come. I am so blessed. I am so blessed, and I have so many things to be proud of. I am proud of myself. I'm proud of my husband. I'm so grateful for my husband because I truly understand that the work I've done on myself, it truly was also a journey. Discovering myself, standing up for myself, speaking up for myself, honoring myself. I truly see where it started, and I truly see where it's going. And it doesn't end here. It keeps going. We continue to heal. We continue to discover different aspects and parts of ourselves, and we deserve that. Because I'm honest with myself, because that has never changed about me. I've had my feelings of feeling doubt and worry and fear. I've had those feelings, but when it comes to this, my heart, my essence, my truth, that's always been firm. And I truly understand that the reason why I was able to bring in such an amazing partner is because I knew that I am amazing. You know, that's always been my core. I brought someone in who honors me because I've always honored myself. I may feel how I feel, but I realize that's what makes you human. But your core, who you are, do you know who you are? Do you accept who you are? Really, how we manifest. That's how we're able to manifest, you know, the things in our life. It comes from knowing, truly deeply knowing who you are, knowing what you deserve, knowing what you need. Attracted someone in my life who honors me. He honors himself. He tells me to follow my dreams, and he will support me in anything. I really can't wait for the day for me to return the favor, you know. And it's not me just doing it, because I'm not gonna lie, at first I used to feel uncomfortable feeling loved, being supported. You know, it used to feel uncomfortable because I was always honoring others and being the therapist for everybody else. And it's time for me to sit in the feeling of being loved, being supported, being told that, hey, if this is what you want, this is what you dream of, you so shall have it. It used to feel so uncomfortable. But one thing I refuse to do is push it away and not acknowledge the love, the care, and the support. I used to be like, okay, well, if he does for me, let me go ahead and do for him, because I grew up in households that were transactional. You know, both my parents weren't together, but they sure as hell acted alike. They both made me feel like things in life and people, everything was just transactional. And being in this marriage made me realize that, you know, no, you do things for others out of the kindness of your heart. And if people want to, you know, return the favor, then that's a bonus, but you're not looking for it. So I would love to return the favor from my husband, not being transactional, but truly because, you know, he deserves to know how much he's loved and appreciated. And I honor him. Wouldn't be able to have these moments with myself if it wasn't for him. I'm able to be home, be able to take care of our daughter and have the space and freedom to sit and think and explore. It's because of him. You know, what I see for the future for my family is very bright. And the reason why it's bright is because of the work I'm doing here with myself, because of the work that my husband is now continuing to do with himself, having uncomfortable conversations, having moments that we just sit with ourselves, be real with ourselves, truly understand why we feel that we feel. That's how we make a difference in our lives. That's how we truly heal the bloodline. Willing to go on that journey with yourself, truly wanting to evolve because you know that you deserve it, because you know that, hey, I want something different, I want better, I want whatever, and going after what you want. I have a vision for our lives, and I just am patiently waiting for him to get to that same realization that I have gotten for us, because I deserve better, he deserves better, and our children truly deserve the world. One thing about the visions I have, whether they come in my dreams or essentially they'll just come to me when I'm just sitting and mind my business, but it's the same thing over and over again. Being patient and allowing it to unfold. But I can hear, I can see, I can smell everything. I have the ability to transport myself into the timeline where we have everything we ever want and need, and I get excited because I know it's ours already. I'm essentially just waiting for the timeline to correct itself, you know. I'm waiting for the timeline to adjust itself. So, and just know deep down inside that everything is going to be okay. It's truly a beautiful feeling. It's the same vision that plays in my mind's eye every time. I can hear the wind chimes, the wind blowing against the wind chimes. I can hear our children laughing and playing. On either side of the house, my husband, he's working on his little project because he likes to work with his hands. I can hear the tools. I can hear the hammer banging. I can hear the buzzsaw going. He loves to fix things. He loves to build things. I can always see myself getting a little irritated because I'm trying to hear the sounds of nature. But I don't get mad at him because I know that he is in his zone, and I just have a deep appreciation and a deep happiness, that knowing that we both are living out our desired reality. We're both living in our truth, our essence. We're living out our lives exactly how we intended. So I'm over here getting annoyed because I'm trying to listen to the sounds of nature, but there's a part of me that's just like, I'm just happy that he's happy now. I'm either sitting on the porch or maybe sitting in our garden, but it's something I do every day, listening to the sounds of nature. Children going in and out the house, I can hear their feet crunching on the grass. I can hear their feet slapping on the pavement or tile or marble floor because they're going in and out the house. There's a freedom about them that they have. I can see the light in them still glowing brightly. There's a confidence about them. They know deep down inside that mommy and daddy support them, love them, give them their space to be them, give them the room to be themselves. And I'm just here sitting and taking it all in and just being in awe of our lives and our life and what we've accomplished and understanding, what it took and appreciating what it took and seeing how far we've came. And I can just finally sit and be at peace because I'm finally understanding that this is what it's all about, living and being in the present moment and just taking it all in. We have a fountain. I can hear the water running off the rocks. It's like a fountain. It's like a little spring of whatever we have. It's like I hear a little fountain water running. The wind on my skin, I feel everything. I hear the buzzing of the bees. Just sitting, taking it all in. One thing that I do is transport myself to that moment. Every time I feeling a little bit down and discouraged, I will sit and transport myself to that moment, that point and place in reality where we have it all and more, where I'm at peace, where we're happy, where we're living about our lives, living freely and being in the zone and doing what we want, appreciating what we have, the home, the land, the garden. We want to work on a workbench or on a project. If I want to sit and drink tea and listen to the sounds of nature, I can and I will. I feel the way I feel is because it's already happening in another place and time, in another reality. Because what you want is already yours. You're essentially trying to figure out how to get there. You know what it requires from you. Are you willing to do it? If you want to get to our desired reality, it requires you to make movements and choices just like that. You can take the longer road towards your desired reality, or you can just you can collapse the timeline, shorten it just like that by simply just doing what you need to do. It might seem scary at first, but the motivation is the end result. Responding to that email essentially saying, no, I'm not going to apply because I don't want to. It may seem so simple, but it's a big deal in the grand scheme of things, especially if I say that the me in the desired reality is free and gets to live in the present moment and then able to do what they love. I have to match that of the me in that desired reality, the one who stands up for themselves, who says no to things that brings her stress and anxiety, says yes to things that are fun and exciting. In order to get that life, I have to become the me that is already living that life. It starts with the small things like that. If you sat with me this long, I do appreciate you. A book about my experiences are meant to be shared. This knowledge and wisdom is not meant to stay with me. It's meant to be shared. I hope that what I shared changes and touches and triggers someone in the right way to go after what they want. I truly hope that what I went through, my shared experiences, my wisdom and knowledge is able to help you out on whatever journey that you're on. It's like, I don't know where this road is taking me. And I'm truly seeing that it's okay to not have it all figured out. I don't need to always know the answers. I simply just need to have faith and trust and just hold on to that deep knowing that everything is going to be okay and I'm going to achieve everything that I ever wanted and more. I simply just need to be in the present moment, live in the present moment. Look around and see all the things I have to be grateful for. That's what, matters. Going to continue to learn and be an open vessel to receive those divine messages. Whatever they tell me to do for humanity, I will do. We all deserve to be happy, and we all deserve to live in our desired reality. Can't wait for the day where, I have a community, I have people I can share with. And I know that day will come. Finding friends in a community I can share this, share all these blessings with, all these good things with. If you stayed here to the end, thank you I appreciate you, I love you. Thank you for sitting here and listening to this. Was therapeutic. This felt good. I definitely want to continue to do more things like this. I truly appreciate you for being here with me till the end. Until we meet again, with love, Day Lavender.